Good afternoon, my beloved eighth graders. So I wanted to do a video for you guys and just talk about some of the things currently going on, things in the future. I just realized in the background here, I look like I should be on an episode of The Office. This is kind of cool. I don't have any great stories. I don't have any humor for you guys today. But I just want to let you guys know that number one, you'll be fine. I know there's some anxiety, there's some things going on. I hear all these things about the talk of the seniors and all that stuff, and the seniors missing out on all their things that they're going to miss, and proms and possibly graduation and all the stuff that seniors are going to miss. But what's being lost in this is we're forgetting about the eighth graders. I mean, this was your last year in this building. And so I just want you to know that we haven't forgotten about you. And we're still prepping for you. We're still preparing for things that we want you to do and the great things you're going to do in life and what you do in your next chapter. And I think about the things that you guys also lost here. You lost, your field trips. You lost your spring activities. Some of your last sports in this building. Getting to put on that gold T-shirt one last time in a competition. You also lost, probably the most important, some closure and saying some goodbyes, especially to your teachers and the staff here. So those are things that I know are important to you, and they're important to our building. But I have been talking to Miss Talbot. I've been talking to Mr. Leibolt and some things just to alleviate some of your anxiety. And I have my notes up on the board, so when I'm looking up there, I'm not spacing off. But some of the things you guys are working on, we just started the process of scheduling. And getting you guys scheduled for classes, and hopefully you're getting that taken care of and everything is going well on that end. Mr. Leibolt and I, we've been talking about, okay, what does orientation look like for you guys? Getting tours, meeting some of your teachers, what's the homeroom look like? All that we're still planning on, and you'll be fine. We'll take care of that. Having your parents there, and so all that stuff will be taken care of. Lockers, next year you guys you'll take over the seniors' lockers, and so when you walk into the building next year at the high school, when you go in, your lockers will be on the first left. I mean, you guys will be on the bottom floor. You'll take over those senior lockers, so that's where they're going to be at. But things like that, parking, some things I want to encourage you to do is, if you're on social media, Mr. Leibolt puts a lot of his announcements out there on his Twitter account. So I know there's lots of things there that you're going to want to get going on. And then the high school, as far as some random things, you're going to have the orientation. You're going to get used to the scheduling. You're going to get used to what the difference between a block and a skinny, and some of your classes. And Mr. Leibolt and Ms. Talbot are going to go through a lot of stuff with you and your teachers about how it matters. I mean, your grades are going to matter for credit, and there's going to be a goal involved as far as in 4 years reaching that graduation point, doing everything. And I hope you've learned that some of that stuff is fragile, during this time and those sort of things. I hope you don't take it for granted. I think if anything, that's kind of what it's taught us. One of the things I want to encourage you is when you get over to that building, you need to get involved. You need to get in, and I know it's going to be a little bit scary. There's going to be some older kids there, the upperclassmen, and what it's going to look like. And it's going to be different than the middle school environment. But you need to just get involved in whether it's a sport or a club, activity, before school, after school, but you need to get involved because that's where you're going to build your relationships. When you talk to these seniors when they finish and they do their exit interviews and stuff, and every time they write down something, they say, what's your regret? Most of the time, their biggest regret was not getting involved in things sooner, not being part of the group, not being part of the team and doing those things. So I just encourage you, when you get over there, get involved and do the best you can at it. In terms of things here we need to finish here, I want you guys to encourage to keep doing the Google Classroom and all the stuff your teachers are putting out there for you. Control what you can control. If anything we've learned here is that this is all about choices, and you have the choices to be ready for high school and do those things, so that you keep your mind right, keep reading, doing all the things that the teachers are putting out there, because they're putting out there because they know it's going to help you have success. Maybe not in a month, or 2 months, 6 months, but in 4 years as far as doing those things. Also, don't worry about what it's going to look like in terms of your teachers or in your academic. The teachers are going to meet you exactly where you're at. The high school teachers, I lived in that world for 19 years. The teachers are going to do an awesome job of seeing where you're at and then how to get you improved from there. And so they're going to give you directions. They're going to push you. That's their job. And just understand that everybody's there for your benefit. I think the other part is, as far as this is, I keep hearing people say, well, hey, make sure this is your next chapter. Well, it's not just your next chapter. It is the next chapter in terms of that, but make sure you write a great one. Don't just move on and say, well, this is the next chapter, but now this is your chance to write it how you want to write it. And so you're going to have 4 years there to put this thing in place. So I encourage you to just keep getting after it. I don't have any doubt you're going to have success. You've had a great foundation built here in this building and the buildings before that. You've had great teachers that have pushed you. Wherever you're at right now is a perfect place for you to keep improving. And so don't worry about what the future holds in terms of whether you are fearful of this or not. You just got to know that you're going to do great things. And so if you need anything, okay, if you need stuff from myself, you need stuff from middle school staff, this is going to be tough because they want to help you. And sometimes just because you went west one block doesn't mean we're not here to help you. And so if you need anything, whether it's in the next month, whether it's this summer, whether it's in the fall, if you want me to come over for freshman orientation that night, I will. You may not want to see me again, but I will be there if you want me to come over, and whatever I can do to help you, I will do. So just keep reaching out. You guys know where to find me. You can email me, and then I just wish you luck.